Well, here I am driving a car called Michael Jackson. A name I gave to this car because of its registration, MJ51. This is a car that last year was acquired by Senior Mustard. And Senior Mustard took this car on as his own. Now the head gasket needed doing, which he did, and he's very, very capable of such jobs. So the head gasket was done, the belts were done, the water pump, everything mechanically that needed doing was all done. And the strange thing is that this is the first time I've ever driven this car. No, it's not. No, I once drove it to Istanbul. But besides that, there's not been any real need for me to drive it and see what it's like, because it's a Rover 25 and pretty much all Rover 25s drive the same, which is like this one, which is very nice. 22 years old, still drives like brand new. Well, how many other car manufacturers can manage to do that trick? This is helped somewhat by the fact that the mileage is low, only 39,000 miles. This is the 1.4K series with the unrestricted throttle body, which means it will have about 103 brake horsepower, and that's enough to make it reasonably sprightly when you mess about with that pedal down there. Not that we've any chance of finding out what that's like at the moment because of the weight of traffic here, but there we go, that picks up exceedingly well. So look, there's another Rover there, didn't wave back. And now Michael Jackson, of course, is going home. Yes, home, where most of the local Rovers live in this town. The Yard of Dreams, Project Nigel headquarters. And this scruffy so-and-so in the Fiesta in front has just chucked out some litter. Remember milk in the 70s and 80s when it wasn't pasteurised and you get it in a bottle and the creamy stuff would float to the top? That's the inspiration behind this colour, maybe. Old English white. It's white, but not quite. It's quite a sought after colour, I believe. It looks good in this colour, particularly from the front. Yeah. That angle there, yes, that's going to be the thumbnail. Senior Mustard is much, much better at the technical and engineering side of things than I am. In fact, you know, it was never my thing, but that's always been what he does. So we can rely on all of the stuff that goes on under here to be good. As we can see, the coolant is correct at the correct level. There's a sticker there saying when the timing belt was done, and the head gasket was done, and the timing belt, and the water pump, and the auxiliary belt as well. Everything is bolted up, nipped up to exactly where it should be. We don't find things like a loose battery in Senior Mustard's car. But we don't find it to be particularly clean, because he's not that bothered about how clean it is, like I am. I mean, I'll get obsessive about cleaning the car, because I can't do the other stuff with it as well, so it's like I'm trying to overcompensate for my useless engineeringness. When he took it for its MOT, he changed all the tyres, every single one, because one of them was a bit cracked. 4 brand new tyres, because that's what you're supposed to do when you do things properly. But of course, the wheels are filthy, as you can see. This is a pre-project drive car, and that means that you have some nicer things on the go on the inside, such as proper carpets, obviously, and more comfortable seats, much better than the ones that replaced them. And look, it's not even knackered. It hasn't got seat dandruff knocking about down there, but it isn't clean. That's a job for me to do. I will be cleaning this car. In fact, yes, I will be going over this car inside and out and making it as nice as I possibly can before it goes up for sale. As the dashboard, I'd like the softer touch dashboard with the little bit of wood in there. And look, the clock actually works as well. And look, It's illuminated. Engine on. 38,959 miles currently. Chances are I'll end up using it a little bit, so expect it to go up a little bit and the fuel to go down. The car does have a few blemishes, but nothing much really. On the wing there you can see it's got a tiny little rust speck, and I think we got it on, no we haven't actually, no. There's a tiny little bit there, but it's not really very much, is it? And then just here as well, another tiny little bit, and another little spot on this side. Nothing. No, amazing, eh? Anyway, it's not stopping here. Well, the video's stopping here, but the progress of the car will be moving on to the next stage when I clean it, wax it, make it all super lovely. Oh yes, you'll be impressed then. Yeah, I forgot to mention, the aircon has been regassed as well. This really is a really nice Rover 25.